As we continue our travels around Dumfries and Galloway and the Southwest 300, this week we had a full-on WTF moment. We were shocked by what we found. Let's get into the video. Hey, welcome back guys. We're Tristan Kez, Frank's having a sleep as usual, and so's Murphy. Welcome back Kez.
Welcome back Tris.
Thanks for making it. Happy Sunday guys, how are we all doing? This week we had a full-on shock moment, didn't we, of what we found.
We did, absolutely.
The last week we left Kirroughtree Visitor Centre. If you missed that episode, go check it out. It was amazing. And if you want to check out all the other episodes, because we're kind of building you guys an itinerary of when you come to Scotland, of where you can go, check that playlist out. This week we trundled on down from Kirroughtree Visitor.
I mean, to be fair, you do trundle in Old Gertie, so yeah.
And found ourselves at the Isle of Whithorn. Been an absolute treat, hasn't it?
It has. I think the thing that got us first and foremost is as you drive down into this beautiful little harbour village, there's a sign on the corner of the buildings, isn't there? It says, "Welcome, we love you, come and stay with us." Quite literally, that's what it says, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Which, coming from England, is just the most beautiful sign to see. The magic started there, didn't it?
Yeah, I mean, well, the sign is like the full opposite of what we see 90% of the time in England. Yeah. From the off, we were blown away. But yeah, it's a beautiful little drive into the harbour village, isn't it? Boom, on your right, it's just the harbour opens up. It's just beautiful, isn't it?
Stunning. It's a proper active fishing, sailing harbour, so there's plenty of people in the water as you turn up, rowing boats. I think a sailing school's nearby. Seen quite a lot of that.
That's where the sign
out.
is.
Plenty of fishermen. It's a little hub of a harbour.
It seems, from the face of it, a lovely community of people, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
From people like, I guess you could say tourists, but also locals. Like, just everyone seems lovely here. Drove through the village, and then, as Kez just said, you find this beautiful little sign. Then you carry on just past the steam packet inn, which we'll pick up on that in a sec. Come to the end of the harbour, take a little left, and you find yourself on what's a huge gravelled area.
Yeah, I would say it's pretty huge.
I would assume means that they can have it open all year round.
We should say, when we say they, this actual field at the end of the harbour is owned by the Steam Packet pub, and so they are the ones that leave this open for motorhomers.
Yes, I believe so. Or the community
to come and enjoy. Yeah.
There is a clear sign, because you can park just where I'm looking, and I'll show you on video. You can park looking onto the water, but really all motorhomes, there's a big sign that says all motorhomes should be in this big, huge gravel.
Well, it does say no
area.
Overnight down there. Yeah. And there is fishermen that need to access the dock, and there's a slipway, and there sort of seems no reason to park down there when there's this huge space for you to come and park in. And also, we should say, disclaimer, at the moment there is some works happening in the bit of land just next to this car park. So there is big machinery going in and out. If you're parked down by the harbour, they're going to be trundling past you. Yeah. Whereas here, you're just tucked nicely out the way.
On your approach to the gravelled area, first, second and third little gem is there's a 24-hour toilet. So anyone who doesn't have toilet facilities in their van, fresh drinking water, and what's the most amazing thing is they have a free chemical waste point with a little grey water tap, I guess you'd call it, next to that. Off the bat, that's amazing.
And bins.
Everywhere. Then you just pull into the gravelled car park. I think on the Saturday night there was something like 30, 40, 50 vans.
Yeah. The car park, you've got where we're parked, you're parked right on the water's edge, looking out across the water. And then if you're a late arrival, then you have to park at the other side of the car park, which means you get to look at the back of the vans. Top tip, get here early if you want a spot.
Yes, definitely, especially if you're coming at the weekend, I think.
Yeah.
The Friday and especially Saturday night were here he is.
Hello.
He's joined us. Hello, everyone. Buddy. He's just woken up. From the car park, we've got this beautiful view right in front of us of the entrance waterway to the harbour. Right now, I think this is like top 10 view.
This spot is particularly, I think, even more beautiful. It's a lot of greenery, and then the rocks, and then the ocean. So the colours are just stunning. You've got, as the turn of the seasons is happening and autumn's coming in, it's breathtaking.
The car park's kind of on a raised levels just in front of us, there's a little path that goes through this little children's play park, which, to be fair, hasn't been busy.
Only really with children from motorhomes.
Yeah.
It's a nice little spot for them to go and play, which I think is lovely.
Yeah, and then even some adults have been using the equipment. Once you're walking round the path, you come onto sort of the peninsula, the end of the Isle of Whithorn. That's just beautiful there. Oh, pause. Shout outs to Life is Too Short, Carol and Ken, because when I found this on Google Maps and I had it saved, I just had in my notes Carol and Ken's suggestion. Can't remember, I guess it was one of their videos from their Scotland trip that they've been doing earlier in the year. So shout out to those guys. Go and check out their channel. They've got loads of amazing content, and they've been putting out videos recently of Dumfries and Galloway as well.
They're incredibly calming to watch.
Lovely couple as well.
Yeah, really lovely couple.
Mutual understanding, myself and Ken, of the love of a good pork pie as well. So my man Ken.
Although actually, while we're on that note, talking YouTubers.
Yes.
Had a bit of a moment the other morning.
Yeah, we didn't we?
Well, not we. I thought he was just gone to the toilet for an extremely long amount of time. Off he popped out the van when we were working, and you managed to bump into some of the OGs we've been watching for
4 years. I'd gone to the toilet. We'd established that one, and then came out, and I was like, I recognise that motorhome. So I don't always think or agree with just going and knocking on people's vans, but
he did.
But I did. Sorry. Walked around, and then I recognised the number plate, and it was the lovely couple Dan and Mazzy from Travel Trolls. And bless him, Dan came out, and then Mazzy came out, and they were just so wonderful and giving me the time to chat to them. We've been watching them. So you never guess who I've just bumped into at a park up. The lovely couple from
Maz.
Travel Trolls TV.
It's only Tristan Kez. Oh my God.
Hi, Tristan and Kez.
Bless
Hello.
you. Ironically, they're back in Scotland, and they were at exactly the same park up as us. Yeah, I thought I'll go over and say hello, and
they were as lovely to meet, you said, as they come across on camera. They daily vlog, guys. I mean, that just blows my mind. Doing one of these a week is full on for us. So yeah, I was gutted to have not been able to bump into them. But when Tris came back, I thought there's no way I can jump out the van now and go and say hello after they just nattering to you for ages.
Used all their time up, bless them. But yeah, they were so kind in chatting with me, and then bless them, popped us in their videos, didn't they?
Yes, they did.
That was a bit mental. Dan, bless him, jumped in the van, grabbed the camera, and was like, "Hang on 2 secs, welcome back to another episode." And boom, he's got the camera on me, introducing me. So guys, if you're watching this, Dan and Mazzy, thank you very much, and welcome to all the new subscribers who've come over from Travel Trolls TV. We want to welcome you to our community and our channel. Happy Sunday, guys. Hope you enjoy what you're watching. But if you haven't checked Dan and Mazzy out from Travel Trolls TV, put a link below. Go over.
Yeah, I think that's one thing I will have to say about the YouTube community, and people talk about a community, like to get a shout out from Life is Too Short, Our Van Tales, and now Travel Trolls. Like, none of you had to do that. None of you had to include us in your videos, and all of you brought us subscribers to our channel. And yeah, what just a beautifully lovely thing to do. So thank you. Back to the Isle of Whithorn. So yeah, as Trist was saying, you can go off. You're at a dead end, basically. This car park sits at the end of the little harbour village, and what's stunning about it is there's some beautiful walks up onto some viewpoints over here. We've went off clambering over the rocks and looking at the beautiful bays, and there's actually 2 bays that you can go and visit, as well as the harbour down here, and you can fish from these bays, you can go swimming, and if you're a sea glass forager like there was plentiful of sea glass.
Yeah, you had a blast, didn't you?
I did.
I was getting into it as well.
Didn't find any rare ones yet, but we collated quite a lot, and there's also so many shells.
The
So
bit
many
right in front of the
shells.
van, it's like Shell
Heaven.
Island, isn't it?
Yeah, and also there's
St Ninian's Chapel.
St Ninian's Chapel, which is actually very cool, because as you walk up the path towards it, you're following in the footprints of pilgrims from years and years gone by.
The 1100s.
The 1100s, there you go. And there's actually a little, I'm going to call it a stone depository. It's where pilgrims would stay and give a gift of thanks. That's still standing, and a lot of people have used it as a memorial place. So they've decorated stones.
Yeah, it's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah, or they've put down sort of manifestations or affirmations. You leave it in this sacred place with a thought of intent. It's really quite beautiful.
Yeah,
isn't
no,
it?
it's lovely, isn't it? Like a few doggy memorial stones as well.
Yeah, and then just people's affirmations and beautiful, rich history that makes you sort of feel something wonderful about pilgrimages.
There's something very peaceful and calming here, isn't there?
Oh,
So, yeah.
yes.
I mean, I think that's just sort of the general vibe in Scotland, to be fair.
Yeah.
It's just lovely here. Like as Kez said, easy access to the water, and with the tides, so dramatic here, isn't it?
Yes, it is, yes.
And
Yes, it is.
yeah.
She's gone posh.
So yeah, you know, we've gone sort of like did a bit of rock pooling, going over down one side, trying to get as close to the water whilst the tide was out. You can just walk up to the end of the peninsula bit, and I should know what it is. I'll put it up on Google Maps. But there's some.
Well, you did do
kind
some
of
drone
tower.
flying, didn't you?
I did do some drone flying.
So you put that in, can't you?
And yeah, so you can check out the whole area.
We have to talk about the piece de la resistance. Oh, I've done it again. Oh, man.
Don't judge her.
The bit I like the most about here, back to the Steam Packet pub. What is so cool about this pub, in my opinion, is it is also a microbrewery for the Five Kingdoms beer.
Yes.
Now, if you haven't tried this before, then, oh my goodness, you are missing out. These ales are absolutely delicious.
Yeah.
So nice. And the fact that it's all brewed on site, sold on site, no mileage to transport.
Yeah.
All of the money is back into the Steam Packet pub in the local area. The whole story behind that makes me want to buy it. But then when you taste it, well, I mean, we've had some pints in the pub. You can buy cans to take away, which we've also done.
And bottles.
The pub itself only has about 6 tables on the harbour wall.
Yeah.
So you do have to.
Yeah, on a sunny day, it is busy.
It is. We've always managed to get a table.
Yeah,
Sometimes you have to linger. A lot of people will just come and join your table.
Yeah.
As we say, everyone is so friendly here. We had some chips from there, which we're used to ordering like a bowl of chips in England, where you'll pay like £7
And you
for
get a
this much.
thimble.
Yeah, for about this much of chips, and I think it was like £3 something.
£3.50. So we were like, right, look, we don't
Order
want
one
we
each.
don't want like 2 chips each. So we
Yeah.
got like a bowl of chips each.
And
No expectation.
Biggest bowl of chips, and they were, I know chips, you're probably like, oh, chips don't taste like chips. They don't anymore. Some chips are disgusting and greasy and horrid. These were
They were
almost
brilliant.
like chip shop chips, weren't they?
Yeah, they were, weren't they?
Really, delicious. They also have an extensive menu with plenty of other things, surf and turf. They do an open lobster sandwich for a tenner.
A lot of sort of like local and Scottish food as well, isn't it?
Yeah, the staff are just so friendly,
Yes,
so
yeah.
lovely. Chatting to you, telling you the difference between a cask ale and a keg ale.
Yeah,
weren't they?
because I didn't know, so I was like, whilst I'm here, might as well ask, whilst I'm trying my little free samples of the different beer, which was pretty sick. Very generous as well with that. Alistair, or Alistair, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, is the owner and landlord, and he created the Five Kingdoms Brewery. It's really nice to be able to chat with him and ask him about the different beers, and because we kind of like a citrusy beer, don't we? It's the Summer Isle, if you're down here, is quite nice.
That's our favourite one.
They've got, I mean, I think it's anything between 5 and 10 of their own brewed beers, along with other more mainstream brands that you can get. We just sort of sat back with our couple of beers. We've gone through all 4 seasons since we've been here of weather.
Oh god, yeah, don't come packed for one season, because you will get caught out.
Yeah, I mean, last week we mentioned that like you were dressed for winter for the morning, and then as the day got on, I was more like this, dressed for more of a summery occasion. Being here at the Isle of Whithorn, it's summertime at the moment, isn't it?
I was in shorts and t-shirt yesterday, well into the evening.
So we just sat there playing our card games, eating our chips, having a beer. I made a little beer shade, didn't I, so my beer didn't get warm. Just watching the sunset. It's just beautiful over the harbour.
And also earwigging. I'm not sure if you're like a people watcher. I love a bit of people watching when it's, in a nice buzz. And it was just hearing everyone's different chit chats about, because a lot of people, as we said, said, it's sort of real. It seemed a real split between locals and tourists.
Yes.
And hearing everyone converse and share stories, and then in the evening they had a live band on, and it was just brilliant because you could see people turning up all dressed up to enjoy the evening.
It's obviously a go-to area.
I think it's the only pub in the village.
Yeah, I think it is, and they appear to have a band on every week, and we were there before the band actually started, but they were warming up, weren't they? The lady who was singing with the guitar inside was just like, this is amazing.
Yeah, it was really
watching
cool.
the sunset with that, but then you could see everyone flood down from this car park, all togged up, weren't they?
Yeah, it was a proper night out type thing, wasn't it?
And then Pete would obviously got to know other motorhomers as well, and we're chatting like, oh, you coming in, blah blah blah.
And then the locals were turning up from the village.
Yeah, it was obviously about to pop off.
Don't suddenly come.
It was like a rave.
But it wasn't quite like that, But it was just a lovely buzz.
Just the whole experience has been incredible here, hasn't it? It really
beautiful.
has.
Well, hence why we've come back.
Yeah.
Because we're recording this now on our second. Oh, you just sneezed on my foot.
And then walked away.
Oh,
bad man.
Seriously. Basically, we've been and gone.
Yeah.
Haven't we?
And been hit with sunshine both times. And in between, I think we almost had like 0-degree temperatures. So packed for all seasons. But this place is beautiful. You're so welcomed. There's, as we say, there's a sign welcoming you. It's absolutely mental. All the information that we've discussed in this episode, if you are signed up to our newsletter, you would have received this pre this episode. So you get to get a sneak peek of what we're up to each week before the vlog comes out. Click the link in the description and get yourself signed up for the newsletter, and that'll be winging its way to you next Thursday, pre our vlog, kind of diary style with some other added information. So check it out.
Also, please go and check out the Instagram.
Oh yes,
go and check it out. There's content over there that I think might be useful for your travels.
Well, in the stories you get more of an up-to-date kind of what we're doing, like live really, day to day. And then at the moment you're creating reels that are just super helpful of different places to go, to stay. Get on over to Instagram, check out Tristan at Tristan Kez on Instagram. Get super quality content, super up to date. Head on over. And then also we're doing TikTok and Facebook, but we're trying to ramp that up. Just want to thank all our new subscribers, from Travel Trolls TV to everyone else who's just subscribed. Welcome to the channel, guys. We hope you love it. And all our international viewers and subscribers, people from all sorts of countries are watching us. So
that's cool. Let us know where you're from. Drop in the comments. That's really cool. I didn't realise that. Wow.
Just found that out.
We've gone global.
So drop your location of what country you're watching us from, or kind of county. And then to everyone who's bought us a coffee and just watching this video each week, liking, subscribing, leaving comments. We love you guys so much. You make this channel what it is. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Until next time, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell notification and leave us a comment, and keep on adventuring, stay curious, and we'll see you on the road. Till next time, folks, bye for now.